The Hyundai Custin bridges the gap between the Stargazer and the Staria in terms of size and in terms of pricing. But in terms of how premium it feels, I think it's much closer to the Staria. It low-key looks like a VIP carrier.
Oh, I'm a VIP. I want my leather white. Power sliding doors, yes please. Power ottomans, oh definitely yes. Privacy sunshades, most certainly a yes. I'm getting excited now. VIPs require a certain level of refinement. Does the Custin deliver? And is it worth your money? Let's find out. The Hyundai Custin is a 3-row MPV developed by Hyundai through its Beijing Hyundai joint venture in China. For those wondering where the name is from, it's named after French explorer Jacques Cousteau. It's actually called the Cousteau in China, but here in the Philippines we call it the Custin.
Let's first talk about the size. It's almost 5 meters long. That's 455 millimeters longer than the Stargazer and about 303 millimeters shorter than the Staria. It is a very long MPV, but it's not very high off the ground. This has 174 millimeters of ground clearance, which is lower than the Stargazer. We have two variants of the Custin here in the Philippines, and this is the more expensive variant.
About 310,000 pesos separates the two variants. We'll talk about the differences between the two variants later. For now, let's talk about the styling. Now, unlike a lot of MPVs which either look egg-shaped or look like a box on wheels, the Custin looks sharp, like a well-tailored suit. It has sharp creases, it has sharp lines and angles which break up what would otherwise be a pretty generic MPV shape.
At the front, it's unmistakably a Hyundai. It gets this parametric dual grille. These dark chrome accents over here give it a premium but still aggressive look. The grille is flanked on both sides by these LED headlamps. You have this chrome strip over here with the word Custin stamped on it. And you have your radar unit down there for your ADAS. Now this comes with lane keep assist, but you don't get adaptive cruise control on the Custin. This gets 19-inch wheels. Hello doggy. Now this gets 19-inch wheels wrapped in 225 50 series tires. You'll see a lot of these geometric diamond patterns all over the car, like on the inside of the headlamps. On the side mirrors, you have them over here. Also on the door sills over here. Also on the door opener. It gives the car a more intricate and premium look. The Hyundai Custin is powered by a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine. This puts out 168 horsepower and 253 Newton meters of torque. It's coupled to an 8-speed automatic transmission and it is front-wheel drive. Here at the back, the Custin gets this LED light bar over here, flanked by C-shaped LED tail lamps. You got a rear wiper over here, and the top-of-the-line Custin gets a power liftgate.
The Custin actually has more usable cargo space than the Staria, both with the third row seats up and with the third row seats down. Also, the third row seats of the Custin fold flat to the floor, unlike the Staria. And we definitely have more than enough space here for our sponsor for today. Introducing the ATO Sport Mobility Scooter. The world's most innovative mobility scooter. It folds into a small suitcase size and it has wheels so you can move it around like a trolley. It separates into two parts. It has leather seats and grips, an illuminated LCD dashboard, enhanced lighting for extra visibility. You can install optional armrests. It's perfect for seniors as it's easy to lift and unfolds in seconds. It has a maximum speed of 10 kph, shock absorbing flat free tires, high ground clearance, advanced braking system, be free to travel anywhere, land, sea or air. It has 20 kilometers of continuous driving range. Engineered with flair, designed with passion for performance. Be active, be free, be yourself. ATO Sport, moving life.
Now the Custin is a legit minivan, and by that I mean it comes with sliding doors. And not just sliding doors, it comes with power sliding doors on both sides of the car. Now the advantages of sliding doors are, number one, you have a much wider opening. Number two, you don't have to worry about dinging the car beside you, so you can park in much tighter spaces. The fact that the car is also pretty low makes entering the car a lot easier for seniors. Now, I'm not yet a senior, but let me show you how to get inside the car. To get inside the car, you just have to raise your foot by this much, and then slide your butt in, like so. And I'm now inside the car. So your VIPs, whether they're seniors or whether they're wearing dresses, they're gonna have a much easier time entering the Custin compared to something like an SUV. Okay, I think at its price of 2 million pesos and below, the Hyundai Custin is the most luxurious MPV that you can buy. And you can even include Chinese brands in the mix. It still feels more premium than any MPV at 2 million pesos and below. So here in the second row, we get two captain's chairs covered in very supple white leather. They're both heated and cooled. Both get power adjustments, and you get plenty of adjustments here. You can move the seats side to side. You can individually adjust the leg rest, the backrest, or you can just simply press one button. And it does this. It automatically moves the front seat forward. It moves the seat back. It reclines the chair, and it lifts up the leg rest like so. And now I'm in this very comfortable seating position. I also have a sunroof on top of me, so I can admire the sky while my chauffeur drives me to my destination. And if you want to put everything in its original position, you can just press one button. And everything returns to its original position, even the front seat, Now you get a lot of toys back here. Like you get this tray over here where you could put your food, your laptop. There's also a notch over here where you could put your phone, like so. You have two air vents over there. You have two USB-A ports. You have your seat ventilation controls over there. And you even have a wireless phone charger over here. You have two cup holders here, one on each door, one over here and one on that side. You have a retractable sunshade. And unlike most MPVs, you can roll the Hyundai Custin's windows down. Also, like I said before, it has power sliding doors, and to open the door, you just have to do this. Here at the front, the Custin also looks quite premium. You got the same leather on the seats. Both front seats are power adjustable. I just have one minor complaint about the driver's seat, and it's the fact that it doesn't have adjustable lumbar support, but it is a very comfortable seat. The dashboard has this asymmetrical design as if it's angled towards the driver. You get this 10-inch screen over here in vertical orientation. This has Apple CarPlay, it has Android Auto. You also got a 360 camera, although the resolution is not as good as on Chinese MPVs like the GAC M6 Pro. You get this tiny instrument cluster over here. It's not my favorite part of the car. It looks a bit dated. If you want to talk to the third row passengers without shouting, you can press this button over here. Hello, third row seat passengers. And it pipes your voice to the speakers at the back. The top of the dashboard is covered in leather. This is soft touch right here. This is leather wrapped. You get this full wood panel over here. I'm not sure if it's actual wood. It feels real. This is leather wrapped over here. You have some piano black accents over here. Instead of getting a lever for a shifter, you get these buttons over here. It's quite intuitive. If you want to go to reverse, just press R. If you want to go to drive, just press D. And if you want to go to park, just press P. You got a wireless phone charger over here. You got two cup holders. You have a lot of space underneath the center console over here. The glove box is quite sizable. You have a bit of storage underneath the armrest. And you also have a separate sunroof over here. Okay, so the best way to get to the third row is through this passage in between the second row seats. Very good. Okay, so we're now at the third row. Now currently I don't have any knee room. I have zero knee room, but the second row passengers have a lot of leg room over there, so you can just ask them to move the seat forward. Headroom is pretty decent. I have about an inch of headroom with the seats reclined. I do have plenty of toys here. I have air vents, one over here, one over there. I even have fan speed controls over here. Over here we have two cup holders, and you also have two on the other side. Now this is marketed as a 2 plus 2 plus 3. Now I think 3 smaller adults would fit here comfortably, but 3 people of my size, I think it would be a very tight fit. But you do get 3 headrests over here. Okay, so we're now driving the Hyundai Custin. First impressions, it is very quiet inside the cabin. The noise insulation is very good. You can barely hear the engine running, and you can't feel any vibration from it. It feels heavier, significantly heavier than the M6 Pro. And you can feel that when you suddenly switch lanes. There is quite a bit of body roll. In terms of ride quality, I think it's pretty good by my standards. Although the shocks could use a bit more damping. In terms of power, it's definitely not lacking. Yeah, the power curve definitely does not feel very linear. You feel a significant increase in power once you go over 1,600 RPM. Now, when it comes to driver assist features, this gets a blind spot warning. That's what you heard earlier. It gets lane departure warning. It gets lane keep assist. You get autonomous emergency braking. But what you don't get is adaptive cruise control. And I don't get why Hyundai does not include adaptive cruise control on almost all of their cars. Actually, all of their cars. There's not a single Hyundai in the market right now that has adaptive cruise control. Let's test the lane keep assist in the car. Oh my god, that's a very deep pothole. Yeah, the ride is okay. Like I said, the shocks could use a bit more damping. The Custin does not have adaptive cruise control, but the rest of its ADAS features work pretty well. Its lane keep assist system works at any speed. It's also relatively accurate. It also has blind spot monitoring and autonomous emergency braking. Now, the Custin's fuel economy is not amazing. In the city with light to moderate traffic, I get about 8.5 kpl, and when the traffic gets a bit worse, it can go down to about 5.6 kpl. On the highway though, it's a different story. I get about 16.5 kpl with a light foot. Okay. Now, in terms of highway NVH, it's not bad, but it's not amazing either. There is quite a bit of tire noise, and you can hear a bit of the you can hear the cars around you quite a bit. Not enough to be bothersome. I just don't think that it's as quiet as the M6 Pro. Now, compared to the base model Custin, the top of the line Custin offers a lot more features, including dual power sliding doors. The base model only comes with one power sliding door on the passenger side. Only the top of the line model has a sunroof, Hyundai SmartSense, a 360 camera, backseat tables, privacy sunshades,
wireless phone chargers, power-operated seats, and a power liftgate. And you get all those additional features for 300,000 pesos.
This top-of-the-line Hyundai Custin sells for a little over 2 million pesos. At that price, it competes with the likes of the Toyota Zenix and the GAC M6 Pro. Now, one disadvantage of the Custin is that it doesn't have adaptive cruise control, which both the M6 Pro and the Zenix have. But I think the Custin feels a lot more premium. It has a much better appointed interior, the quality of leather is better, and this has power sliding doors, which both the M6 Pro and the Zenix don't have.
If you have a budget of 2 million pesos, you want an MPV that makes you look and feel like a VIP, and fuel economy is not a major consideration, the Hyundai Custin is the best minivan that you can buy.